unconstitutional. Ang bilis. Nag-usap pa sila? Natanong ko, nag-usap pa sila? Was that coordinated? It is. Whether I saw it or not, nag-usap kung sino man ang kausap ni Cheese sa Supreme Court at si Cheese. At kung sino man yung kausap nila sa ibaba, nag-usap yung tatlo. Kaya, ano itong separation of powers?
Kasi, remember, we are following a constitutional process. Now, for people like our respected gentleman here to say that it is a demolition job, it is a clown, it is a circus, ano po ba ang reaction natin?
JB, Sir D, I agree. Pero I have another term for them. Political opportunists. Ito totoo kasi nga, you know, the 218 or so congressmen and women are there for the country or for themselves. That's up to you to decide. But for me, after having done so many causes against corruption, abuse of authority, etc., where politicians are involved, I still have to see, and there are a few who are there not for themselves. And I don't want to name names. Kaya, yung sinabi ni JB kanina, the Supreme Court on the impeachment said that it's primarily a legal action with political implications or consequences. Oh, sabi ng Supreme Court, baliktad eh. It is more political than legal. So, I defer to disagree. Supreme Court. Why? Most of you in the Supreme Court are political appointees. So, what is that? Except for Leonen, who was not appointed there by Duterte.
Yeah, but he was politically.
Yes, also. Because therefore, by the nature of your appointment, you are not there out of legal consideration. You are there for political considerations by the appointing power, di ba? Having said that, ano masasabi mo sa impeachment? Impeachment is a political, primarily political. Tignan mo yung nangyari doon sa first impeachment last year. Tinanspit sa Senado, pagdating sa Senado, binalik ni Chis Escudero sa House at mabilis na nag-respond ang Supreme Court, it's unconstitutional. Ang bilis. Nag-usap pa sila? Tatanong ko, nag-usap pa sila? Was that coordinated? It is. Whether I saw it or not, nag-usap kung sino man ang kausap ni Cheese sa Supreme Court at si Cheese. At kung sino man yung kausap nila sa ibaba, nag-usap yung tatlo. Kaya, ano itong separation of powers? Of course, I don't have any evidence. I did not see anybody talking in some secluded, hidden place, but people conclude, parang coordinated. So, ano yung masasabi ng taong simbahan? Bakit niyo pinaglalaroan ng taong bayan? Yun lang. Ako, sa hulihan, was Bongbong Marcos better than Duterte? Ang sinasabi naman Duterte is better than Bongbong Marcos, kaya ibalik si Duterte in the person of Sara. Is that a legal or a political statement? Is that a morally, spiritually, social scientifically justifiable claim? I think if you analyze that from the moral, cultural, spiritual stand, you can say, I will maintain what I said. Because of the consequence of 6 years of the father, nawalan na yung rule of law. Nawalan na respect sa human rights. Kaya where are we now? Noong panahon na yun, if I may say, I was parish priest of Tinyahan. Hindi ko matanggap na kung kailan COVID-19, 12 sa aking mga parokyano, pinatay ng mga pulis galing sa Station 10. At bakit? Nakita ko ba mga pulis sa Station 10? Ang nagsasabi yung mga taga-NIA, mga taga-Station 10 po. So, what was that? Policemen killing ordinary citizens and putting cardboards ng laman when there was no weapon, there was no struggle, basta lalagay mo yung... So, sa akin, the political and the legal parang obfuscates, puts a smokescreen on something more essential, the moral and the spiritual.
Wow! And with that, I think we need to address some questions from media. So, alam niyo po, pag itong tatlong kasama ko rito, magsama kami, I think 3 hours will not be enough. Just discussing and disagreeing to agree, or agreeing to disagree. So, let me open the floor to questions from media. Go ahead, please, sir.
Good morning, sir. TJ Mendoza from Net25. Na-arresto na po si Zaldico. Nagpahayag na po ang Senado na handa silang imbitahan si Zaldico sakaling makabalik man siya dito through si Senate Panfilo Lacson, sinabi niya po yun. Pero kanina rin, nakausap po namin si Kong Terry doon if willing naman silang imbitahan sa House para magkaroon ng pagtinig din. Pero ang sabi ni Kong Terry ay papaubayan na raw po nila sa Ombudsman. May we get any comment po with that statement?
Alam mo, double-edged yung, double-bladed yung pagkakapture kay Zaldico eh. Kasi the problem with Zaldico now is that of course he is going to try to save his skin. Diba? Nag-upload na ng mga video messages siya, exonerating himself and telling the country na ang nagputos niya, si Romualdez at saka si BBM. Di ba? Yun ang sinasabi niya eh. So, di ba, sasabihin ng House na tatawagin siya under what committee? Kaya, under what committee? Siguro, but it would also give Zaldico a platform to be able to propagate his own version of his story. Di ba? Wala akong kasalanan dito, inutusan lang ako ni Romualdez. At saka, syempre, to add more leverage to his bargaining position, isasakutan niya si BBM. Sabihin niya, kasama yung presidente dito. Get the person on top. Diba? Kaya medyo, you have to be also a little bit worried about Zaldico. I am personally happy that Zaldico is finally caught. Kasi he must be brought here, not for the purpose of listening to what he has to say. Kasi polluted na yan eh. But for the purpose of him answering to accountability. To be able to suffer the penalties for the plunder that he has done. Siya ang chairman ng Appropriations Committee. Hindi mangyayari lahat yung mga nakawan na ginawa nila sa flood control projects without the indispensable participation of Zaldico. So Zaldico must face the country now. And if he has any conscience left in him, total, delikado naman ang buhay niya, sabihin na lang niya yung totoo. Sabihin niya lahat ang totoo. Huwag niyang dagdagan, huwag niyang bawasan, sabihin niya lahat ang totoo. I hope he will do that.